back in the day, the type of trainers, especially in the year 2000, this type of trainers that we wore, that was popular, that was on trend, that everyone wanted, was the Air Max 90s, Air Max 1s, the 95s, the 97s, TNs. When that first came out, those TNs were a disruptor. That fade, that gradient, that blue color, the royal, it was that was a trainer. All of a sudden, everyone saw those trainers and said, you know what, I got to have them. Now, fast forward to year 2000, and we're finding that, well, it's all about this dad trainer. It's all about this Y2K look, this retro look. The trainers that are available now that are called the Y2K trainers, they were trainers that weren't being looked at. They were overlooked. We're talking about they're the most popular thing. Everyone wants them. The coolest kids in Soho, they're saying, yeah, we want it. The man them on the streets, they're even saying, yeah, I want them. They're moving, certain Air Max 95s are being moved to the side. And you just find that interesting. And then you got the everyday Jane, the everyday Joe that are wearing this. The Uber drivers are even wearing this. No one's questioning it. The P stands for Pegasus, Nike's long-running line of performance runners. The 6000 takes design cues from the Pegasus 25 and Pegasus 2006. It's a mashup of heritage silhouettes turned lifestyle essential. This is the thing. Things go around in a circle. So what was not, it wasn't their time at that time. Now it's come full circle, and now it's the time. And you have these oversized chunky outsoles. You have these lot of mesh overlays. You got these retro runner aesthetics, you know. It shouldn't work. It just shouldn't work, but it does. Looking at the P6000, and honestly, just looking at it, there's a lot happening on top. Some might say it is chaotic with all the stripes, all the overlays upon overlays, all the cross-hatching stitching. There's a lot going on this trainer. But with that chaos, sometimes there's peace. And with that peace, you grow to like that. The light Allwood brown colorway balances it all. Earth tones, muted beige with subtle greys and creams. Perfect for autumn and winter fits. It blends but still pops. Now, I have to say, my history with this trainer is I looked at it and I didn't like him. My nephew even had them. He had the metallic silvers. And I looked at his phone and I was thinking, what's he wearing, bro? A young boy like you and you're wearing this is the look for you. Yeah? So the guy is a young boy, young guy. Guy's coming up, looking, you know, trying to make a statement. And I thought, what a day. However, it does have some sort of presence, you know. This does have presence, and with this particular colorway, with the neutral tones, and I said it, I think this is the #1 colorway for this particular trainer, and colors do make trainers. This is good in all the shots that you see online, and you're thinking, oh, actually these people make it look all right. It's on the street shots, it looks all right, and on people's feet sometimes it look all right. Now, I'm not the metallic silver, but this colorway, it does bits. Now let's talk build, because that's where people get caught out. Mesh upper with synthetic overlays and visible stitching. A proper 2000s era construction. Now it's interesting, scouring the community comments and so on. This is my first time I've had this trainer, but a lot of people talk about quality control on this trainer and saying that it's not particularly great. Glue, stitching, scuffing of the trainer is quite easy and it kind of falls apart quite quickly. Looking at this particular, the light Allwood utility, I find that actually stitching looks really good. The quality of materials looks really good. I can't see a lot of glue on these. It just looks clean. Think of them like a vintage Land Rover. It looks great, but you can take them through the mud. Now, one thing about dad shoes is comfort, and this is where expectations matter. They'll fit true to size for most, but some find the toe box slightly narrow or the collar stiff when new. The cushioning is decent, soft foam midsole, easy for all day walking around the city. But don't expect modern Air Max or Zoom comfort. This isn't a performance runner anymore. It's a lifestyle tech. So you get with these, the out the box comfort. You don't need to break them in at all. You put them on foot and you can go. You can walk on them all day and you shouldn't have a problem. Now, let me tell you, they're not giving you the up-to-date tech. It's not about that. But they're giving you some sort of cushioning which is comfortable. So there's no, in my opinion, there's no problem. It's enough. It's enough comfort to last you all day without no issues. You don't have to have the huge duvet-like, pillow-like cushioning. You know, you don't need that all day. I'm not sure what type of walking you're doing. If you're, you get me? Unless you're walking mountains and you're doing as back in the day, as my dad used to say when he used to go and get water from the well, and he was walking miles and miles and miles before breakfast. So, but you're not doing that. You're not doing that. These are good enough. I just love how you don't need to break in trainers anymore. And these P6000s are the same. Overlays are broken in. Collar might feel a bit stiff but eases up, and the shape settles nicely. In terms of sizing is true to size. There's no need to size up. There's no need to size down. I think it fits you to a peg. So it's quite cool that you can get true to size and you shouldn't have any issues with these. If you do have the wider feet, I don't think it's got that plenty of space up front to say, actually, true to size, you might have to go half a size up. The best way with everything is to go out and try it yourself. Once you go out and try it yourself, then you'll know what exact size you are. But for me, true to size. So why is the P6000 everywhere right now? Why? 1, price, £110. It's accessible. 2, design. That chaotic layering shouldn't work, but it stands out. 3, comfort. Decent for lifestyle wear. 4, versatility. Looks good on men and women. And 5, it hits the Y2K trend perfectly. Chunky, nostalgic, easy to style. After having these sneakers for a few days now, looking at them, wearing them, is it hype? Well, no, I don't think it's hype. I think it's a trainer that is suited for this day and age. It's suited for the mood. It has this harmony with what people want today, and I think Nike kind of hit the nail on the head with these. If you want to compare the standard P6000 with mine, which is the utilities, then I can give you a quick breakdown of what the differences are. The utility adds rugged details, reinforced overlays, tougher textures, slightly more structure, reflective sections found on the laces, toe box, heel, and I think the Nike logo. It's the same silhouette but feels built for more rotation and ruffle work.
I'm feeling numb. I lost my soul. It's on the run. I need a spot. I need some fun. I'm in the dark. Like what's the...
So if you want something that is more utilitarian, has a bit more to it, a bit more quality, some might say, it's got a bit more trinkets on it, so you got reflective material, you got quite a few bits on it, and I do think maybe, I haven't had the standard, but maybe the quality might be a bit better with the utility. So that's something that if you're going to wear this and beat this down every day, then essentially the utilities might suit you better, only on the basis that it's kind of built for more beating, if you know what I mean. It's the P6000 worth it. For £110, you're getting design history, everyday wearability, and timeless Y2K flavor. Just know what you're buying. It's a lifestyle shoe, not a performance runner.
But going back to the bad side, need the holy water, get baptized. Yeah, I'm that guy. No more.
So even though there's quite a lot of colors in the standard, including the OG, which is the metallic red and black with white overlay or mesh, let's say white mesh, you know, that seems to be, that started this wave of P6000. Even though you had those in the standard colorway, I think the utility colorways are really good, and this particular colorway, the light Orwood brown colorway for this autumn winter fall, is probably the best colorway, the #1 for this particular trainer. If you want to see another alternative to the P6000, then take a look at this video right here. If you want to see another trend which I think might be hot this autumn and this autumn winter, then have a look at this video over here.